Being in the world, but not of the world, is the key to finding and fulfilling your purpose. Let's talk about that today on Mike Talk.
Welcome to Mike Talk. Mike Allen inspires life issues and dynamic lessons from a real OG. Now here's your coach, Mike Allen.
You know, it's really interesting that we were born into this world filled with greatness, promise, and purpose, only to live long enough to experience opposition, doubt, and failure. Coming into this world and starting from scratch can be extremely challenging. I mean, we are all born infants dependent on others with no way of knowing our purpose and how to manifest it into this earthly realm. You were born innocent, without any prejudice, animosity, or disfavor for anyone or anything. We're born with no earthly knowledge or means to explore and fulfill our purpose. We are totally dependent on others to navigate and direct our path. So what happened to transfer your purpose and change it into thinking and desiring to be like the world? Being untouched by the world, unfortunately, only lasts a few seconds when we are born. What happened was influence. The world tempting you to change the real but unique, genuine person into a fabricated, watered-down version of your real, true self. Did you catch that? I mean, you were born to win and become successful. Are you all that you could, should, and would be if it had not been for influences and misguided thoughts trying to control your mind and behavior? Unfortunately, that innocent little baby has become burdened with endless problems instead of the greatness that was born and still lives inside you. So why are we born with purpose only to lose it in this maze of confusion called life and the world? You've heard the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's not that you lose it, it's because you don't know it. And if you don't know what your purpose is, then you can't use it. So why don't we know our purpose, or why does it take so long to find it? It's called distractions. From the moment we are born into this world, we are bombarded with distractions that slowly take us further and further away from our purpose. And guess what? It becomes lost in this maze called life. The world doesn't want you to fulfill your purpose, but want you to fulfill theirs. Did you catch that? That's why you never finished that project that you know you were called to do. Instead, you stayed on that job you hated so much. We procrastinate and then confusion sets in. You don't know which way is up or which way to go as we mature. You ask yourself, what am I here for? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? Why was I born? But every day you are striving and working hard to fulfill someone else's purpose, never knowing your own, only to experience failure. The failure I'm talking about adds up to working a job that you hate, having your innocence taken away by being raped or molested by a relative or neighbor, influenced into crime and ending up incarcerated, wanting to fit in only to become an alcoholic, trying to find love resulting in failed marriages and fatherless children. The majority of people in this world are confused, walking and living on this planet, never knowing their real purpose for being born. Their only motivation is to live and be like someone else. It's only until you wake up from your maze that you realize you've been lied to and misled. You begin to see that success for you was never manifested only because you were trying to become something as someone that you're not. Did you catch that? There's a saying, be in the world, but not of the world. Now you can see why. You were never intended to be like someone or something else. God created you to be you, the real you, not the worldly you, the spiritual you. Understand me. You were born purposeful or to produce fruit. You had to learn to become who you really are because life had created in you a worldly version of your real true self. Now that you know the truth, what are you going to do to change your narrative? If you're looking for your purpose, remember this. Worldly success lives in the world, but true success lives within you. Did you catch that? There's a worldly you and there's a spiritual you, the real you. The one that lives within that little baby that was born in this world so many years ago. Your purpose is not lost. You have not failed if you are still alive and can hear my voice. You were born not to be like the world, but to be like you. Awaken that little baby inside of you and declare your purpose. There's a saying, I want to be like Mike. Let's change that into, I want to be like me. Say your name, not mine. You never want to be like someone else because you can't. It's impossible. When you were born to be Jimmy, Kathy, David, Demisha, Carl, or Mike. The genuine, unique, real you, not the watered-down version that the world created. If you want to know your purpose, take the time to get to know that innocent little baby that was perfect and purposed the moment you came out of your mother's womb. The world may influence your thinking, but can never change your purpose unless you let it. If this message has been an inspiration to you, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will have a strong message for you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. on achieving a purpose-filled life and creating better, positive, and nurturing relationships. Until next time, I'm Mike Allen, and thanks for joining me on Mike Talk, life issues and dynamic lessons from a real OG. Keep your mind on your purpose and your purpose on your mind, and the best is yet to come.